Sin is underneath my feet. I'm not bowing down to fear. Fear is bowing down to me. I'm not living under sin. Sin is underneath my feet. I'm not bowing down to fear. Fear is bowing down to me. I'm not living under sin. Sin is underneath my feet. I'm not bowing down to fear. Fear is bowing down to me. Yeah, Christ the Savior, now and forever, glorified by your death and raised to life. My Redeemer, my ransom and my freedom, magnified by your death and raised. I'm not living under sin. Sin is underneath my feet. I'm not bowing down to fear. Fear is bowing down to me. I'm not living under sin. Sin is underneath my feet. I'm not bowing down to fear. Fear is bowing down to me.
This morning, a strange thing happened on my phone. A devotional popped back up that had been from Easter. And I was surprised by it until I understood that God, He began to talk to me through it. And I knew that I was to share it this evening. The devotional says, "Hey, who did that?" It's a frequent question at my house. We have 4 kids, ages 12 and under, and there's always some mess that someone made somewhere. And the mess itself is not the problem. It's figuring out who did it so that we can attempt some measure of parenting and teach them to be responsible for their actions. Anybody else have that little goblin in their house? Not me, not me, not me. It's all about helping children see the natural consequences of things, right? Right. If you spill food on the floor because you weren't sitting at the table, you get to clean it up. But my kids don't like owning up to their mess. Crumbs are always the mysterious work of some unknown being, some alien figure wandering invisibly around our home, leaving a trail of jelly smears and breadcrumbs. Hey, who did that? Not me. Not me. Not me. Not me. The truth is, adults are not much different. Sure. Now there's only 2 of us in our house. We're never sure who gets in our house and does stuff. But in the wake of broken relationships, hurt feelings, and other messes in life, we feel the pain of the Spirit's convicting call. Hey, who did that? Not me, Lord. It was their fault. Someone else, something something else is to blame, we don't own up easily. On the way to the cross, Jesus had every reason to stop and to say rightly, "It wasn't me." But he kept going. The friend of sinners stuck closer than a brother, taking our sin upon himself and suffering our death. The irony is that while he wouldn't leave us in our sin, we left him in his sacrifice. One by one, the disciples failed Jesus in the days leading up to his death. And today, our downward descent into death with Christ requires us to say, "It should have been me. The death you died should have been mine. This mess, who did that? I did that." Owning up to that is difficult, not only because of our pride, but because of the shame that is connected to our guilt. It's difficult because we don't know how to fix it. Sure, a kid can clean up crumbs, but how do we right the wrongs that we've created because of our sin? We can't. So when we say, "It should have been me," we also say, "But thank God it was Jesus." Because only Jesus in his death could atone for the sin of the world. Only Jesus could give himself so that we might be saved. Only Jesus could suffer so that all could be put back together. Who did that? Jesus did. Thanks be to God. Who did that? I did it. You did it. There's not one of us that can escape and that can walk away free without saying, "I did it." But I'm so grateful that when I did it, Jesus stepped in and Jesus did it. The lyrics, each one of these devotions go with a song. And the lyrics that go with the song, with this devotion, say, "The death you died should have been mine. The crown of thorns I should have worn. Every step to Calvary, it should have been reserved for me. The death you died, it should have been mine. Christ the Savior, now and forever glorified. By your death I am raised to life. My Redeemer, my ransom and my freedom magnified. By your death I am raised to life." The tears in your eyes, they should have been mine. The heavy cross you suffered on should have been the price I paid. For all of my failing, for all of my shame, the tears in your eyes, they should have been mine. I'm not living under sin because sin is underneath my feet. I am not bowing down to fear because fear is bowing down to me, because Christ the Savior, now and forever glorified. And by your death I am raised to life. My Redeemer, my ransom, and my freedom magnified. By your death I am raised to life. Nothing too dirty that you can't make worthy. You wash me in mercy. I am clean. I see shattered. You see whole. I see broken. You see beautiful. You are helping me to release. You're restoring me inside me. Nothing too dirty that you can't make worthy. You wash me in mercy. I am clean. There's nothing too dirty that you can't make worthy. You wash me in mercy. I am clean. Once dead, now lives again. My heart beating inside my chest. Oh, I'm coming alive to your destiny. 'Cause you're restoring me inside me. Nothing too dirty that you can't make worthy. You wash me in mercy. I am clean. Washed in the love of sacrifice. Your blood flowed red and made me white. My dirty rags are purified. I am clean. Washed in the blood of your sacrifice. Your blood flowed red and made me white. My dirty rags are purified. I am clean. Oh, hallelujah,
Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you for your love.
Jesus, I want to thank you tonight for the fact that there's nothing too dirty that you can't make worthy. If we allow you to do it. If we humble ourselves and we come before you, willing to say, who did it? I did. I did. That Jesus, that step in with your mercy when we do not deserve it. You will step in. And you will take our dirty, filthy, sin-stained rags, and you will cast them off. You will throw your arms around us and you will say, my child has come home. And you will take that robe of righteousness. And where just moments before we had the rags and they were so tattered and they were so torn. They were so filthy from the pig pen which we had allowed ourselves to get in. And you'll strip it off. And the question is asked, who did this? And while that we are still stumbling over our words, we're still trying to say, I did it. I did it. I turned away from you and I turned against you and I sinned against my home. I sinned against you, Father. But I just want to come back and if you'll just let me be a servant. Voice of our Father overrides our voice. And we hear, there's nothing too dirty that I can't make worthy. I can wash you in the blood of my sacrifice. I can extend mercy and grace where it is undeserved. Because I paid the price. And I'm willing. And I just want to thank you for that tonight.